failure isn't final, it's feedback. Hey guys, Dan Greer with Forge coming at you for your 5-minute power up, your 5-minute energizer. Today we're chatting all about how failure isn't final. It's just feedback, okay? Reframing failure as data is what I want you to do. I want you to get rid of this idea in your head that failure is defeat. And I want you to change it to where failure is data for how to improve. Okay? Think about this for a second. I just want you to pause for a second and think about this. What have you ever done perfect the first time you've done it? Making love? Nope. Failed at that one hardcore the first time. Guaranteed, no matter what you are, no matter who you are, no matter what sex you are. Guaranteed you kind of sucked at it the first time you did it. Okay? First time you took on a leadership role. Sucked at that too. First time you laid down an asphalt driveway. Sucked at that too. First time you laid stucco on a house. Sucked at that too. First wall you framed. Sucked at that too. First video you recorded, sucked at that too. First business you created, sucked at that too. First time you did anything, you sucked at it. Did you quit? If you did, you failed. If not, you're still going. Because you took what you sucked at and you got better at it. You're like, oh yeah, when I do these videos, I should close that window shade over there so there's not such a huge glare on the TV screen behind me. Is it failure that there's a huge glare on the TV screen? No. It's feedback. It's feedback. Okay? I guarantee that a few of you are going to get my book. Let me grab it. Grit, Grease, and Grace. A few of you are going to get this book. A few of you are going to get this book right here. And a few of you are going to go through it. And you're going to be like, oh, there's problems in here. You know what I'm going to say? Great! Now, for the next version, I can make it even better. Now, the next time I print it, they won't have those problems in there. So tell me about them. That's not failure because you find problems. That's amazingness, and I want you to realize that. So I want you to reframe failure from defeat to data. Okay? I also want you to understand that the grit to get back up when you've been knocked flat is huge. Never lose that grit. As leaders, you have it. As a Forge leader, you definitely have grit. Grit is the stick-to-itiveness that you have to not give up. You want to know the difference between successful business people and not successful business people? From successful leaders and not successful leaders? The successful ones didn't give up. They took all that data and they piled it on top of one another and they learned from it. And they kept growing. The ones who failed, they didn't listen to anybody. They didn't listen to anybody. And they just got knocked down. They stayed down. They're just like, oh, I'm down here. I'm going to stay down here. It's hard. It's a lot of work to get back up. You see where I'm coming from with this? That's grit. That's grit. Now, there's a difference between failing forward and staying stuck. Okay, when we stay stuck, I could have stayed stuck writing this book I don't know how many times. This thing is 300 and some pages long. Okay? I could have stayed stuck writing this book, I don't know how many times. I could have come in here, actually rewrote 2 chapters from the ground up. I wrote them, I reread them for draft 2, and I said, nope, these are crap, these don't match, this isn't what I want. I completely rewrote the chapter from the ground up. I could have stayed stuck in those chapters. I could have stayed stuck when I went to find an editor for the book. I could have stayed stuck when it came time to go printing the book. I could have stayed stuck all this time, but I'm not staying stuck. I'm making motion. And I don't know if y'all realize this, but there's a lot of motion to make a book like that happen. Everything takes a lot of movement. Everything takes a lot of motion. It takes 10 times more effort than you think it will to get it across the finish line. When I started writing this book, if I would have thought I would have taken this much effort, I probably wouldn't have done it. I'm just being honest with you. Right? You can learn from any failure you want to. You have to analyze it. And you have to figure out what data you're going to learn. Guess what? The next book I write, I'm already writing it by the way, but the next book I write is going to be even better than this one. I know this one's already gold. You're going to read it and you're going to laugh out loud. But the next one you're going to get, the next one I write, it's going to be even better. And the process is going to be even smoother. And the next one, even smoother. And the next one, even smoother. Till all of a sudden it's going to be like butter. It's going to be so smooth. Okay? So here's my challenge to you. Drop the shame and extract the lesson from failure. And then move forward and try again. All right, guys, Dan Greer with Forge. Get out there and get a copy of my book, Grit, Grease, and Grace from gritgreasegrace.com. All right. Chat with you guys later.